Please stay light, please stay light. Hey. Hey guys, so today I'm actually making a video. I'm doing it. I know it's been like over a month, maybe even close to 2 now, but I'm doing it. So here I am, I'm alive. You might notice I'm not, in a dorm room. That's because I'm done with college. Well, for the first year. I'm done with my freshman year of college, and that's what this video is about. But I'm also in Cabo, and it's kind of windy out. And there might be crying children, as I just heard for a second. Oh, yep, there's the wind. So yes, also I'm not wearing makeup, and I'm breaking out a lot. But just, who cares? I'm alive and I'm gonna make this video now. So I'm gonna break this video into 2 logical parts, first semester and second semester, because that makes sense. So I thought I would talk about the first semester first, because again, that makes logical sense. So starting off with first semester, it wasn't the best. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't like great, you know? I was friends with some sophomores then, and they're like, yeah, first semester is not that great, but it will get better second semester. And I never believed them, which it does, and I should have believed them because they experienced it. And everyone told me that. They're always like, the first semester sucks, the second semester is so much better. And that's true, so that will be also my story. But anyways, that's getting ahead of myself. Let's stick with first semester. So I'm from Minnesota, and I went to a school in Colorado. Waves, listen, you're cool and all, but you need to shut. So yes, I went to school out of state, which sucks because you're far away from like people you know and your family and stuff. I liked it. I didn't want to stay in Minnesota. So yeah, I had a cousin that went to my college, which is nice. He is a 5th year though, and I was a freshman. So we were very different, you know, different stages of life. But he was able to like show me cool places, and I could at least meet his friends. But it kind of sucked. I didn't know a lot of people. I didn't befriend anyone in my hall. I didn't have a roommate, so that sucked. A lot of people find their friends according to like their dorm or their hall. So if you don't have a great one like I experienced, then you're stuck to finding your own friends. You're not forced like some people are. I came in as a biology major, but I quickly changed to undeclared because I saw what the 4-year plan was, and it did not look great. I wanted to be a physician's assistant, which is completely different than what I want to do now, which I'll get there, don't worry. Quickly changed to undeclared, and I just took random classes, but I was still in a very hard biology class because I was like, well, maybe I'll switch back eventually. I obviously have not. And it was hard too because since I was undeclared and I didn't know what I wanted to do, my college, if I was thinking of a few things randomly, like I was like, ooh, maybe I'll do graphic design, and my college didn't have a program, or not a very big one, I should say. And I thought about a bunch of different things, but nothing really fitted me, and I was like, great, did I even go to the right college? And I have friends that went to other ones, and you know, I kind of wish I was with them. I didn't have, like, I met some friends, but none of them were close. Like, I always felt I was the one that was like, hey, want to grab dinner? Hey, what are you up to? So there's a lot of Friday nights and weekends and just even after class where I just sat in my dorm room and watched YouTube and ate food. And I relied heavily on my cousin just to, you know, hang out and stuff, and which is great. I'm so glad I had him, but I also needed friends my age and stuff. There's so many noises. I'm so sorry. Also, this is getting dark again. Hello. Thank you. I didn't ever experience like homesickness, which is great because that would suck if I also had that on top of everything, but I never experienced that, so that was really sweet because I know some people do. And I didn't get like culture shocked or anything when I came to college. Like, I had a few friends that were like crying and that dropped out and things like that. I never experienced that. I was pretty independent in high school, so it wasn't a big deal. But it did suck just not having friends. Like, there's a difference between being independent and like not having friends. I did do one thing first semester lightly. I got more into it second semester, but it was this thing, it's like a Christian organization on campus, and some of you won't be able to relate to this or won't be able to follow this advice because maybe you're not religious or you don't have a thing like this, but that was one thing that I found friends in. And that's one thing I'd recommend, like joining a club, a group, something like that. For me, it happened to be religion was our like connection. But some of you, it might be that you both are, you go to a biology club or you are on a intramural sports team, something like that. It's one way to get to know people because you can meet friends in classes. I met a couple, but we were friends that semester, and then second semester there was a few attempts, but it never really lasted. So although you can make friends in classes, it's not like high school where you just, I don't know, it's a lot different. So I would say that you should try to join something else other than just school because it will be hard to make friends otherwise. First semester was kind of rough, but once I went back home for Minnesota for a couple weeks, I realized that no, Colorado, I like it there. When I was in Minnesota for a couple weeks during that break, and I was like, ah, this sucks, you know? I don't really like being back this long just because I didn't have anything to do ever. And second semester was so much better. I got definitely more involved with the like little group that I was talking about earlier, and I got to know a lot more people, got to befriend people that weren't just freshmen. It was great. I also found like some friends that we consistently hung out, and I was having things to do almost every single day, which was a totally different scenario than first semester. I didn't see my cousin that often, which I mean isn't the best, but also is nice because I wasn't relying on him to like have a social life. Like now we hang out, but I also have other people to hang out with, and it's great. So my major is kind of complicated, and whenever I say it, people don't know what it is, but basically it's kind of like business. I'm minoring in Spanish, and it's like tourism, things like that, but like international business as well. So it's kind of like that. It's basically travel, which is great because that's what I want to do. But I'm realizing how less and less I want to travel indefinitely and more so just occasionally as I'm getting older, which is weird. And so I found that major and I love it. I've taken a couple classes in it and they're great. So that was another nice thing because I felt like there were a lot of uncertainties first semester. Like I wasn't sure where my friendships stood. I wasn't sure if it was the right college. I didn't know what my major was gonna be. I didn't know where I was gonna live and who I was gonna live with, things like that. And second semester I found out my major. I knew I wanted to stay in Colorado and stay at my college. Okay. So a lot of uncertainties like that, I was able to discover myself. Yeah. There's just a lot of stress that had been relieved. And the main thing first semester for me was just being lonely all the time. And second semester I'm like, I got things to do almost every day and it's great. As for adjusting to college, like I said, it wasn't a big deal for me. Yeah, I don't know, it's cool because you're so close to your friends, especially as a freshman when you're all living on the dorms and things like that. It's a really good time to get to know people. And I would say if next year, say you're going to college and you're super nervous, I mean that's normal, but like just stick it out to the full year. Like I know some people say stick it out till Thanksgiving break or Christmas break or spring break. I would say do the full year because even if I stuck it out till Christmas break, I still had some doubts, and it wasn't until second semester that I figured my life out. So just do the full year. Yeah, and as for like lessons I've learned or ways I've changed, I have both realized that I need people and my own time. I'm kind of in between, like an ambivert, and I can be very awkward around people, but you know, you just have to realize that it's happening and whatever. Also, like I said, join a group. I really got involved with my little organization. I'm actually going on a missions trip with them to Slovakia, which is so intense, but I'll make a video about it, so don't worry about it. You will know someday if I ever make videos again because it's been so long. So yeah, I don't know if this video was interesting at all. I feel like the first time I recorded it, I had a lot more information, but it was also like 25 minutes long. So I was like, absolutely not. So there was my freshman year kind of wrapped up in a little bow, a little fun time, and maybe, you know, I can look back on these in 4 years and be like, wow, I gave no information, but hopefully I gave a little, I don't know. So yeah, that is my college freshman update. So I'm done. Now I'm moving on to sophomore year. Super stoked. So yeah, that's this video. Hopefully you liked it. Probably not. That's okay. Alright, well, see you in the next video, and hopefully it won't be a month away. We'll see. I don't know. Okay.